Hey, what's up everybody, Chupi115 here. Today we are back with another in-depth video in Terraria, and I would like to thank all my subscribers for subscribing. Before I start this video, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you for all of the views and subscriptions, and without you guys this channel would be basically nothing. But anyway guys, today's in-depth video we are going to be doing Skeletron. And what Skeletron is, it's a boss that must be defeated before traveling through the dungeon. It is immune to poison, on fire, and curse inferno debuff. Before we keep going on to more information and facts and hints and stuff like that, we're going to discuss what Skeletron is. He's a boss. He tends to do 32 damage no matter what, and he does 70 damage on expert, and his max life on normal mode is 4,400. His expert life is 8,800, which is really high. His defense is 0, and when he does his special move, the spinning attack, he tends to do 0 defense. And his knockback resistance is 100. And before we go on to the items, we're going to talk about the Skeletron's hands, because those are another thing that we have to look out for when we're fighting our friend Skeletron. And let's see, Skeletron hands, it does 20 in normal Terraria and 44 in expert. And now we're going to do the max life. The max life is 600 for when you're playing normal Terraria, and it is a whopping 1,560 if you're playing on expert, which is a lot. And the defense on the hands are 14 with a 100% knockback ratio, so good luck trying to knock that back. When you defeat him, he will drop 5 gold coins, something to note. Now what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the lesser healing potions and how many you'll get. You get 5 out of 15 with 100%, and you can get a Skeletron mask with a 14.29%. Next is Skeletron, oops, sorry, I meant the Skeletron mask is a 14.29%. The Skeletron hand is a 12.24%. Also, you get a Book of Skulls, which is a 10.50% chance of dropping with your Skeletron trophy with a 10%, very low. And with expert mode treasure bag for Skeletron, you can get yourself a bone glove, which allows you to throw bones. So if you got random bones laying around, you could just go ahead and throw yourself some bones at random things. It's more interesting than it sounds. It's fun. Just tomahawk everything from across the map. MLG Pro Call of Duty. Anyway, we're gonna move on to more info about the Skeletron. The defeating Skeletron grants unlimited access to all dungeon area for all players. It also causes the Clother NPC to spawn, and as long as you have a vacant houses already available. But really, the Clother is the old man that you're gonna basically be fighting. The guy is just like insane, and then you just wanna, but the only time you can really fight Skeletron is during nighttime. And yeah, it's just summoned by our friend the Clother, and you can do it all over again if you want to fight him again, but you're gonna need yourself a Clother voodoo doll. And enough of that, we're gonna be talking about more information about our friend Skeletron. Defeating Skeletron grants unlimited access to all dungeon areas for, oh, excuse me, my mistake. If you enter the dungeon before killing Skeletron, dungeon guardians will spawn once you reach 0 depth, generally killing any player with a single hit. Additionally, if the dungeon guardian is killed, access is not allowed to the dungeon still. So basically, if you're facing your friend, our friend Skeletron himself, or you don't face him, you won't be able to get access to the dungeon, which really sucks. And it's just total crap. You can't get in unless you defeat him. So that's the only way you can progress in this game, is by defeating Skeletron. This will grant you to more immunities to get more better stuff to go fight our friend the Wall of Flesh. And the Wall of Flesh is another boss that we're gonna get into depth, and that depth is gonna be later soon. But now we're gonna get on to some summoning. Skeletron is summoned by speaking to the old man, the guy we were just talking about. It that is the clother after the NPC, meaning after killing Skeletron himself. At the dungeon's entrance at night, who will die and spawn Skeletron. When you select the curse option, if you speak to the old man during the day, he will ask you to return at night. You will only be able to summon Skeletron once per night, as the old man will not respawn until day, which pretty sucks. You can't just milk it and just keep going. Now we're gonna go on to something else. Skeletron can be summoned repeatedly this way until it is defeated. Once it is defeated, the old man will no longer appear. Skeletron will be re-summoned. Therefore, once the player acquires the clother voodoo doll, equip the doll, clother, and player to kill the clother, which summons Skeletron. So if you kill the clother, you can just summon our friend Skeletron again, which is pretty fun, because fighting him is awesome. You get some cool stuff. You can also get a treasure bag, farm him for some more gold if you need that. And now we're gonna go on to some attacks. Skeletron is a large floating skeleton head with two independent floating hands. All parts can travel through blocks, which really sucks. You can't really farm this guy by hiding in a block. Just get murdered, and will attempt to make contact with the player to inflict damage. Each part can be killed immediately, but killing the head is all that requires to defeat Skeletron, so you could just aim for the head, but not recommended unless you have really OP stuff, because he will not die, and he won't just leave you alone. And Skeletron alternates between two attacks. One, head remains above while his hands slash at the player. So meaning you could just run away. Just run. Don't look back. Just run. No, just playing. Just try to. He's gonna slap you around. It's pretty funny, and then it gets annoying at times. And number two, the head spins, dealing significant damage, but his defense drops to 0. Skeletron has an additional attack in expert mode, but this one is more like he just spins and you just want to go whack the shit out of him with everything you got, so that his health will go down faster because his stupid defense wants to be up. And number three, Skeletron's head is near invincible, but after losing either of his hands, his head becomes vulnerable and will begin to shoot homing skulls, resembling cursed skulls at the player. And these cursed skulls can only be, I believe, summoned during expert mode or both. I'm not pretty sure about this one, but we're gonna just learn this one together. Fun thing about this is that I learn while you guys learn, well, we learn together basically. And now we're gonna keep on going, increasing in frequency as his health gets closer to 0. If the player takes too long to kill him and dawn arrives, Skeletron will activate like a dungeon guardian, being a bitch, just straight one-shotting you. What a performing a head spin attack with very high damage, which will usually kill any player remaining in vicinity quickly. It's still possible to kill him, but players are at an extreme disadvantage, meaning that your disadvantage is you gotta kill him before money, or you're both, or your friends, or you are just screwed. In expert mode, Skeletron moves faster and has better AI, meaning he's a bitch. And when targeting multiple players, he also able to inflict several debuffs. The hands inflict slow while the head inflicts bleeding, so kind of makes sense. You're getting slapped, you want to rub that off real quick, make sure shit stops hurting. And for bleeding, is more like he bites the shit out of you basically, or he hits you with his head. And now what we're gonna do is gonna move on to some notes. And yeah, one sec. Okay, the old man. Now we're gonna our first note: the old man who stands in front of the dungeon can be killed if you manage to deplete his health. However, this does not have Skeletron kill, which really sucks. And he will respawn, and entering the dungeon will still allow dungeon guardians to spawn. What a bitch. Just don't want to go in. They just do not want you in there at all. Straight bull. And oops, excuse me, I dropped something. Skeletron, our note 2. Skeletron disappears when all nearby players are dead, and the old man will respawn the following day. So meaning if you got all your friends die because y'all all suck. Now I'm just playing. Pretty hard boss, especially in expert mode. It took me and my friends a few thousand tries to kill him. But our next note, if Skeletron is killed, it is in its daytime form, it will still drop the normal Skeletron loot and open the dungeon, and will not drop the bone key, because who the hell is too damn dumb to figure out that the bone key is for the dungeon guardian? Nah, I'm just playing. Most people don't notice. People think that the bone key is just something dropped from Skeletron, but it's actually dropped from the dungeon guardian. You have to kill him, and if you want to see how to kill him, I do have a video on one of my Survive and Thrive series. You want to go check that out, how I defeated him. It was pretty easy. It really wasn't that hard. And it will also grant the bone achievement, and that achievement is only on PC, so good luck. And we're gonna do some tips before we go. One tip is with multiple players, it's a good idea for softcore and medium core characters to set up a bed near the dungeon, so that they can simply rejoin the fight if they die. So basically meaning if you set up a bed, or just make a little cozy cottage or a little house just nearby, just spawn in there all the time. Good luck. And yeah, that's pretty much it about that one. Just spawn near every time so that you guys can rush into battle instead of being like freaking across the map trying to no-scope the shit out of them, which is, I tried that before, kind of missed every time. Kind of just tried it with the True Knight's Edge. Everything went everywhere, so could not fight him. But anyway guys, that's really it for this video. Sorry about not providing more tips. If you like this commentary and you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It helps me a lot. But anyway guys, don't favorite this, share it with your friends, helps my channel a lot. And I will be doing more in-depth videos. I will be going over every boss and showing video clips of every boss fight. But anyway guys, that's it for this one. Don't forget to leave a comment below, because that will help me a lot, especially because I try to get back to every comment. But anyway guys, I'm Chupi115, and I'm out. Peace!